Hello, here we are again. My name is Tom Pritchard, and the title of this video is called The Secret of Intention, the Art and Alchemy of Sacred Place. For intention really to work, you have to get to that sacred place on the level of knowing that's inside of yourself. And if you're not in that sacred place, intention, everybody has good intentions, but sometimes it's just like wishful thinking. We talked about the difference between the reality that you make up for yourself and truth. One of my earlier videos is called Creating Your Reality and the Quantum Physics Observer Effect. And in there we talked about how according to the principles of quantum physics, and again, I'm just using the principles of quantum physics to express some very deep spiritual truths. And so depending on your level of consciousness, that's what you create for yourself in the world, according to the observer effect. And so the observer effect states in quantum physics that you bring a possibility into reality by observing it. And I say it depends on more than that, well, further than that, it depends on your level of consciousness, what you create for yourself. So up in the big bubble, far away from your source, origin, essence, presence, you're weak, and the bubble is big, it's strong, it overshadows you. You're being controlled, so to speak, by the big bubble or your ego or the influences or the energies that you've accumulated over the years. You create up in the big bubble the attributes that are up there. Usually it's anger, fear, guilt, and things of that nature. And then when we deepen our level of consciousness, where there's more awareness and clarity, we create our reality according to the attributes that are at the deeper levels, so kindness, compassion, love. Anyway, you sort of get the idea. Way up here, we're very separate from our source, our true nature, our real power. Remember, there is only one power, and that power, one power manifests, though, in many ways. And the deeper we go, the more connected we become to that one power, and the less the separation. Then we talked about symbol and how symbols are symbols of something, and in symbol there's something missing, and what's missing is the truth, or what's really there. And because a symbol is a representation of something else, and that something else is the truth. So the deeper we go, the more connected we are. And so I also talk about in terms of the symbol, which is a projection because it's separate. When we get connection, metaphor is an extension of our real power, source, origin, essence, presence, and there's connection there. And so in a sense, a metaphor is a revelation of the truth, or how the truth reveals itself in the world. And whereas a symbol is up where the bubble is bigger, and it stands for something else. It is separate from something else. Also, we mentioned Freud and Jung, how this point about your made-up reality and truth is the basis of psychotherapy, but it's also the basis of philosophy, it's the basis of spirituality, it's the basis of alchemy. And so now let's talk about well, the secret of intention. Now listen to this. The secret is truth. The secret is truth. Not what your mind makes up about the truth, but the secret is truth. So you could read about different secrets. Now let's talk about intention. You could read about or hear on a video as this how to utilize intention to manifest, but you have to get to that deeper level of consciousness, which is what I'm also teaching here, but maybe more so in my classes and sessions I have with people. But there's enough here to get a good start, and there's a lot of good stuff out there that will do it also. So the idea then is to deepen your level of consciousness, and the more connected you are, the more that sacred place is there. And sacred place is definitely connected. It is not separate from your true nature. And it is from this sacred place where we manifest intention. So in other words, up in the big bubble, yeah, it's good, and group effort really helps a lot. But the secret of intention happens at that sacred place that you manifest also inside of yourself, or get to when you deepen your level of consciousness. That's why part of the title to this is not only the secret of intention, but the art and alchemy of sacred place. Remember, we defined alchemy, or the alchemy I talk about, Meta-Hermeneutical alchemy, as when you deepen your level of consciousness, you get to a place where differences fall away. And I mentioned the globe and different people here and there with different foods, different language, different customs, different cultures. And when you go deeper and deeper, the different, where there's greater awareness and clarity, the differences fall away. The differences of even different religions fall away, where that true spirituality is there. And learning to work with energy beyond thought and concept out of sacred place is alchemy. And that's also where art comes out of, that sacred place. To manifest intention, first, of course, you have to get to that sacred place on the level of knowing, where you begin to work with energy beyond thought and concept. And from that level of knowing, you have an intention. And here are some key factors. One of the key factors is to be highly specific. You know the old saying, watch out what you ask for, you might just get it. It's very funny, actually. Be highly specific. The next thing is to engage as many of the senses that are appropriate for that intention. If you can engage all 5 senses, all the better. When you do that, then from this level of knowing, and intention itself will take you to the 6th sense that is activated at this level, and also on to the 7th sense, and which we'll talk much more about the 7th sense, and the 6th sense somewhat, but the 7th sense is that area that is beyond thought and concept. It is that area of knowing with a capital K, and it is also that sacred place. The 7th sense takes place in sacred place. Another important aspect there, a very important part of it, is to, from that level of going, you realize the intention. Now, it's more than visualization because it happens on that level of knowing. Sure, you can engage visualization, you engage all the senses, but you realize the fulfillment of that intention in the moment from your perspective, and you know it to be so. And that is the secret of intention. And remember, the secret is truth.